sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Detroit Lions and the New York Jets. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. And a glance here at their quarterback, standing 6'3". Is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. 5 yards left for the offense. It's 2nd down. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Back to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Let's go! Here we go! A handoff as they run the counter play. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
But forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he's able to hold on to the football.
2nd down, a little ways to go here. 2nd and 13. They'll let him down out of the gun. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. Defensively, a dime look here. 6 DBs on 3rd and 12.
No surprise at all.
He'll look to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. On 4th down, here's Justin Vogel on to punt it away. Twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. Strong running by Clay. A tremendous return there, 39 yards. And the Lions on excellent field position here as they take over 1st and 10. Numbers from last week's contest. 19 carries, 89 yards.
And a rushing time is definitely within sight, so the excitement on the offensive side of the football, I mean, they're bouncing off the walls wanting to get out there, but they also understand they're going to play some really stacked defenses down the stretch because they don't want it to happen at their expense.
Now a handoff here to his running back, and he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there that gives him a new set of downs.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendencies. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly? Did you decline that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused. Because they had to, because they don't take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
And he'll get it down this time to 17. 2 yards on the pick out there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game in the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth so far. 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Gonna give this time to the tailback. Now a second stiff arm. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot, but what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on. Oh, my goodness. Did he put up a number? Let's say 200 plus.
And he can hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone. They'll run it now out of the gun. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up first and goal now.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
Stepping up, he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Jared Goff, a 4-yard touchdown scamper. And the Lions are going to take a first quarter lead. And maybe that was just a case of completely overlooking the guy holding the football.
It certainly felt like it, didn't it? Because on my checklist, okay, as a defender,
QB's last.
running back, fullback, jet sweeps nowadays. Before you even get to thinking about the quarterback might actually keep it.
Hawker out now to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The New York set to take the field. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
The numbers for him from a week ago, 20 carries, 65 yards.
And as we discovered in talking with the coaching staff prior to the game, going up against a team that struggled against the run, that's only emboldened them to run the football more. I expect 40 or 50 carries in this game.
And it goes a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gain, they can run that plan any down.
They're on the cover now for first down. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Looking a little bit like a continuation of last week. He had 3 tackles for a loss, and now 1 more here in the first quarter of this game.
And there's been no lack of force by him. Taking out the offensive lineman, pulling them, but also there's a suddenness to his game. They have that initial contact, and then he's gone, moving upfield and making those plays in the backfield.
It's a big body moving upfield, too.
I do know from experience that if you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense, and guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Open man, the tight end Rodgers. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big gain of 31 on third down.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield, but when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that and have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing.
And now a escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well. That's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. They get a 4 on the play, and that'll force upon them a 3rd and 14. 7th play of this drive coming up, and a long way to go on 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
And he'll give it here to his running back. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23. Here with Charles Davis, Brandon Gardner as the Lions. 2nd down following the run. Play action. It's gone. Blitz coming, and down he goes. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Out of the gun. Goff. He's got it incomplete. It's Clay. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A gain of 32 that time.
Usually hitting a deep post pattern, as we just saw there for a big gainer, that's tough to do because you usually have a safety or 2 in the middle of the field. If you hit enough crossers and underneath routes and curls, so you get those guys creeping up wanting to make plays on the football. It's the equivalent of a change-up in baseball. You show your other stuff, throw the change-up, and on that play, it went for big yardage.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action here over the top.
Now it's gone. They'll rifle this one deep right. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Give him 30 yards there.
When I watched Jared Goff on tape at Cal, I saw a guy who wasn't just a dart thrower. You know, a lot of people said, he's perfect for the West Coast offense. I always thought he could do a little bit more, and that was the reason why. He can push it downfield. He has a good, strong arm.
Now Goff on 1st down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Kevin Minter not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9.
And that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football right to the south. That's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around, but you're trying to cover in the secondary.
That's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. action. Here's Goff. This will be caught just inside the 10. And it's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal. Just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him. The strong windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. So the drive takes him inside the 10, but it ends with just 3.
And a nice job defensively to rise up and make sure they didn't get in.
Zach Hocker back out now after the made field goal to send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know, that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. Let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense. But I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They're going to feel pretty good about that one.
Quick throw here, that's complete. And to the 42-yard line here, brought down there. 9 yards on the pick up there, and it keeps the drive alive. A handoff as they run the counter play. And they'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. And if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving him a whole lot of credit and thanking him for that much space to rumble.
They'll set up the throw. And Rodgers has it over on the right side. The completion good for 3 and second down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
On play action, they'll throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that ball is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some muscle on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-armed guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when and told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Calling a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Well, they give this time to the tailback. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball, pick up the first down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short. That's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school, smash mouth football. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this short timeout. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll check in with Larry Ridley in Orlando with highlights and analysis of this first half of play.
And I'm going to check in with Heater.
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Jayon Brown not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Never know job there before it's an incompletion.
And his kick is indeed good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. And Charles, they get the field goal. Took a dozen plays up.
Work with me on this one. You know what I'm about to say, right? Bend but don't break. That's what came into play here for the defense. 12 plays were run out. Then you gave up 3 points. In a lot of ways, that's a win for the defense.
Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're 1-2 plays, and they didn't.
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a jet touchdown.
Do know this, if you're a defensive back, you have more chances to make the team now than ever because people are using 5 defensive backs, 6 defensive back packages. Not exclusively, but way more than before. This was a nickel package there, and let it pick off.
Why is that? Why are they using that more?
Because more people are throwing the ball on earlier downs than ever before. This has become a passing league, and because of that, more defensive backs on the field on those plays.
And he's got it up and through. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. In search of redemption from the pick 6. They'll find a man over the middle. It's Galladay. Yeah, they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, and that was a nice job of improvising, but it's not normal. Usually when a screen pass is taken away, you're talking just throw the ball at the ground at the feet of the receiver, so you don't get an interception, just start over. But he ended up finding another receiver.
So right side to Eric Ebron. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lead and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically, but a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
Now first down throw, wrong. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. Kenny Galladay is intended receiver, and it's second down.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they're showing a lot of different looks here in the first half. They come after him, they sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. No move for the field goal unit. They're going to go here with 5 seconds left. A final shot before break here. Gone. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. Trying to get it to Clay that time, and it's 3rd down.
They needed another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row. with a pick. These guys still take care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive. Ball fell incomplete. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Lions taking the lead to the break. As we'll send you down to Coastal Orlando, where we check in with our friend Larry Ridley and the EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry?
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to the EA Halftime Report. Let's take a look back at the first half. The Jets trail at home at halftime. The Lions will want to come out after the half and really put the pressure on from the start. So let's take a look at some of the highlights from the first half. Midway through the first quarter, Goff's going to look for a gap, and he caps off the 6-play drive for the score. That puts them up by a touchdown. Jets with the ball late in the first. Rodgers got the catch coming across the middle. He won't be brought down until he makes it to the 34-yard line. Now first and 10, under duress, and the pass is picked off. Adams, the one who would run it back for the score. Score now tied at 10. Down to late in the second. The quick pass and completion is made, and he'll eventually be brought down, but not before getting to their own 47-yard line. So that's it for us. We'll go back now to East Rutherford for the start of the second half.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Shrugs him off. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
On first, here's Washington. Despite the strong run, he'll be hit and dropped shy of 45. See if they stay on the ground for second down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. The throw on second down is gone. Looking downfield for Jones. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver, penalty flag had to come out.
It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up second and goal.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, put a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop it. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Second and goal from the 1. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jared Goff, his second touchdown of the night. And the Lions add on to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role in those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Hawker out now to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they...
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes straight, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from it. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
They'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
If these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
They'll look to throw here. Over the middle, Rodgers has it. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains.
That throw has to be a quarterback's dream, doesn't it? Big tight end, curling in the middle of the field, so it's great sight lines for him. And when they show their numbers back to the quarterback, when they sit down right there, that should be pitch and catch.
Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing out second down.
When you put together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
And now he'll spell loose football. The ball comes out. Calling luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. They don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
And you can't do it much better than that. This ball kicks out of bounds at the 40-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. They were good last time out with a touchdown drive. This go-around, it's not going to be very easy starting from inside their own 5.
But they shouldn't be daunted by it. You work on this the entire offseason. You work on it in practice. It's called coming out session. Start the ball inside the 5, start on the 5, on the 10. They should be ready to go.
Yeah, give him 40 yards there. It'll be second and 6.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out. But a running game can really benefit your team right now.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. A shotgun snap for Goff. Nail the middle, and it's complete. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 23 yards on the play.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver and almost on a direct shot able to throw the ball to the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
On first down, Goff. He won, caught left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one goes for 24 yards.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with the tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Yeah, this is Washington. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a second and 3.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? But the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me at one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at it.
Goff now looks to throw. Being chased out left. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Taking matters into his own hands, and he picks up 4 yards and a first down.
On 3rd and short, the defense did a really nice job of telling the quarterback, we're not going to give you the short routes and throw it to the sticks. You're going to have to beat us throwing it downfield. What he didn't account for, his legs. He pulls it down and runs for a first down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
And that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun, and they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Now a play fake, and it's gone. And he hits his tight end run. That one goes for 24 yards.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
From the gun, here's Goff. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. DeAndre Washington hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Lions are able to grow their lead.
That drive, they really increased their cushion. Felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical is one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock too with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you got to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He's not a team anymore. I just cut it. All right? So you got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But so, hey, listen, there's something that there got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's Jet football, but they trail here as we start the 4th quarter. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Rodgers. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but he did what he was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete.
Holding offense.
Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding call.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
And his throw is incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Complete left side, the tight end Rodgers. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
And that is incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. It is incomplete. The Jets try it, but the fourth down play doesn't work. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. Being just short of midfield, they decide to take a crack at it on fourth down. They don't come through.
Sometimes it's just showing confidence in your defense. You know that they're good, and they'll take care of you. A lot of coaches during the week will announce to their...
And now off to the races down the right side. And finally out of bounds all the way down about the 2. A big play there for Detroit. 44 yards. One of the reasons that this team is on this win streak, big runs like that.
When you see runs like that broken off, you know this is a team that's confident running the football. The big reason why this streak has occurred, they come together, had a plan, and stuck to it. And when you get big-time runs like that, it makes it easier to stay with it, doesn't it?
The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try to lead it out.
And now it's second, and he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Jared Goff taking it in. And the Lions add on to their lead. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. What a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, he's got him in the lead. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Jets offense about set to take over as they head onto the field. And last time out, went for it on fourth down. Turned it over, gave him good position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do at the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down. It caused them a movement, but showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Now it's the backup Simeon. Over the middle, complete. That's Rodgers. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and lead the game out that way.
Simeon. That is incomplete. The Jets on third down. They've converted 3 times and 8 chances. This will be 3rd and 5. Simeon throwing again. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Well, they stopped him shy of the marker, thought they were bringing up 4th down, and then that penalty.
Let's face it, they thought they had bent, but could absorb that, right? Instead, they broke as a result of their own penalty.
On first down, Simeon. Throwing for his linebacker, he's got him complete. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 7, and it'll be a second down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. He can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, make him make someone miss in the open field.
Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Then they took completion. That made it very difficult.
Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Gotta try it here. He's back to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. The decision to go for it pays off, and now they're set up 1st and goal. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I looked down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need.
And he is in. Touchdown, New York. A great effort there. His 9th touchdown of the season, and the Jets are able to cut into this deficit. And they drew up the counter there. It worked. They're glad they drew up the counter.
And a lot of times what you're trying to do is just simply get the defense moving in one direction. There's as much, even one step's enough. Get them going in one direction and then cut back against the grain and let your running back finish it off and get the work done.
Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples throughout a ball game. Here's a great example right there.
Detroit getting set to go now. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. Now on 1st down is Washington again. And he's going to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Offense in a good spot here. 2nd and 2. Handoff to Washington. And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, big hit. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage, the stop troops, the defensive guys, they got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
And he's going to take this one up only to about the 40-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And in this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but the defense has to know it as well. They got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take. There's a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. The Lions on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this thing away. Now Washington, and he's got room. Nice move at the 40, and he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. They run with Washington, and maybe a measure of revenge there Second down, offense behind the sticks here. 2nd and 13. Running it, Washington. And they bring this one inside the 35. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And he'll give it here to his running back. It's a pickup of 4, but they're still a yard short here with 4th down, 4th coming.
We might start getting some props here in the booth. You know that one that says the D and then the pins that you put up next to it? How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that first down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set. So now the field goal unit trots out there for the 3rd time tonight. This to make it a 3-score game late. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is.
I tell you, it's not easy kicking field goals in the best of conditions. Yet in a downpour like we're in right now, it makes it that much harder. And sure enough, they can't convert here.
Now a first down throw, Simeon. Throwing to the middle, and it's incomplete.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
On 2nd and 10, Simeon. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Rogers. 14 yards as the pickup there and a Jet first down. First down now, but the clock continues to move. And the clock ticking under 50 seconds now. He spikes it. 10 yards still left on 2nd down. Throwing again is Simeon. From the left side, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there at 22. And he clocks it with just over 30 seconds left. Play action. It's Simeon. This will be caught inside the 10. And he's brought down off the tackle before reaching the 8-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. And he'll spike it with 16 seconds remaining. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Again, Simeon. That's caught. I think we've got a hold here. It's a 5-yard pickup for the moment. Let's see what our referee says. Umpire through the flag usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always making sure no one's holding.
Sitting up again, Simeon. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe you can expect more passes like that downfield. Third and long, it's Simeon. This is intercepted, and that should do it. Darius Slade with a pick. And that will write a finish to this ball game. Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love to slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time?
When I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, impressive is it that you travel with a laminator? I didn't even know there was a portable laminator.
The things that you learn.
Golly, wise beyond his years. So for the Lions, it's another win for them. You wonder if they want a redo on that one loss as they sit now at 14-1. And they will head home next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for the Jets, their playoff hopes take a big hit as they fall to 8-7. And they will be at home next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaughan. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. Good night, everybody.